78-inch reach. And up against him. And yes, he is the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Watch the footwork. Watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali. Here comes the Eastern assassin, Larry Holmes, perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavyweight champions of all time. He's got plenty of power and one of the best jabs in the heavyweight division.
You can hardly hear yourself.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Eastern Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Todd, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here at this venue. It's going to be something special.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. One punch could change everything in this battle. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nope, that hook won't score. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
You want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Insane action. Beautiful counter shot. Swing and a miss with that hook. They're both trying for a knockout. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Come on. Let him get back in. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
Here we go. It's round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front of you, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
These two were made for each other.
Nice counter. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The straight right just misses. He misses with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this.
Let him back into the fight that way.
On to the third. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Ooh, a stiff jab. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missed him with that uppercut. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Don't worry about that round.
You're getting your time in already. The right hand's good.
Forget about that round. It was a bad round. We don't care.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. His stamina is off the charts. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Get your mind back, get your focus back.
Time for the 5th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Only catching air with that hook. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Ali in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who had...
Still landing your power shots.
On to the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the jab. A perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power. Did you see that? Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Round 7, here we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Swing and a miss with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. About Ali in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Absolutely. Okay, focus. Focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths.
Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish, Steve.
And we enter the 8th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Throws the jab but does not score. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Going deep into the gas tank on this round. Just misses with a jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. talk about Ali in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Come on, you're switching on.
Start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so you
Get focused, get your mind back on the drive.
There's the bell to start round 9. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That jab doesn't score. Nice counter shot. Perfect counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Straight right just misses. His stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Ali in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their...
don't forget the jab and don't get...
And there's the bell for round 10. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
That hook doesn't score. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Counter punching. That hook was off target. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Forget about that
Great round. Great round. Now relax. Relax.
and win this next round. Come on, you've let him back into the fight.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The straight right just misses. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use pain over blood.
Beautiful counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's a counter shot. Just missing with the uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away.
Happy, I like that round. Good.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. The jab doesn't quite connect. How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Defense is not an option for these two. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
He threw a punch and just got countered. This round could go. Did you see that? If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. In that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Get out there and switch up.
Don't worry, that's it. Now breathe. Breathe.
And there's the bell to start the round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
That hook won't score. punch caught him clean. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A straight right just misses. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
The straight right just misses. Incredible work rate. He misses with that jab. Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Ali in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second.
Get back out there.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Those counter punches have to hurt. You'd like to see more jabs. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
Much better. He's not in your league. Come. Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
So here we are, the final round of the fight. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Failing to score with that right hook. Nice power punch. They missed with the jab. Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nice counter punch. There's a counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What a tough way to lose it, by split decision.
A split decision, you know what, I feel sorry for the loser because heart and soul was laid out right there. Everything was left in the ring. There's no regrets, and we had a good time as well. They did the work, we enjoyed the action. Split decision, totally agree with it. You never know, we might see it all over again.